Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a while, been about a month, but yeah, I went to California for about a month, like I said I was going to do in the last video. But something happened, nobody would hire me, so I decided to just come back to Arkansas. Uh, I'm back with my family. I'm at my mom's. I'll be staying with her for a while until I can get a job, get back up on my feet, and get a new truck, maybe get an apartment. But for now, I'll be staying with my mom and my family pretty much. This past month was ridiculous. I was headed out to California. I took my dad with me. We pretty much just packed up and left everything. His dad is out there. I mean, there's nothing I could really do about it. I could have stayed behind, but I wanted to go experience what California would be like. It was terrible. Nobody wanted to hire me, like I said. I was staying with my grandpa in a camper. It didn't really work out too well out there. There's people coming in and out. People you thought like you could get along with, but then they would just drop their kids off and leave and expect you to watch them. Then I ended up getting in an ATV wreck. Uh, like, here's the gate. I went out the gate, and over here there was it was just concrete and a bunch of rocks. I ran over the rocks sideways, so the four-wheeler flipped. It rolled once. I rolled about 6 or 7 times. The hospital had to come get me. You saw the marks. You saw what happened. Now, headed back, though. Headed back was the worst part. I was out there for a month. Had to call my mom to see if she could send me some money or buy me a ticket, plane ticket, bus ticket, anything. She bought me a bus ticket for Greyhound. Guys, I do not recommend Greyhound. It is the worst it's the worst bus to take. It's like the worst travel ever. My first experience, I don't even want to go back. So first off, there was 2 crazy women on this bus and 1 crazy guy. The first crazy woman got on the bus and started yelling, I went like this to pop my neck. I looked her directly in the eyes, and she was like, she started cussing at me, yelling at me. She's like, "Don't you ever look at me and use sign language that you're gonna slit my throat." And I was like, "Woman, if I wanted to slit your throat, I would have done it by now." Yes, you know, it's like crazy stuff like that. It's like, what's the point saying something like that? And then she sat down in front of me and was like, calling me a white trash asshole piece of POS, and just going off on me for no reason. And then later that night, there was some kids in the back, and this woman would not take care of her kids, and they kept crying and was like just yelling and yelling and yelling. And that other lady that I was telling you about that called me a white trash, she started yelling at the woman behind her and was like, "I'm American Al Qaeda. I can do what I want. Like, blah, 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 blah. I have rights, this and that." And I was, oh my God, it was terrible. And then that lady was sitting in the back where I was. Like, it felt like she kept following me just so she could try, like, making me mad or whatever. And she sat down right in front of me. And this woman sitting to the right of her, she was just trying to have a conversation with her, but the lady took a picture of her, and she's like, "Well, I'll have my lawyer sitting right next to me, so if you want to, if you don't want to delete the pictures, I'm just gonna have my lawyer come out here and we'll just go to court." And then the crazy guy went up in front of that lady that said that, and was looking at the camera, and she took a picture of him too. So he took the laptop, threw it on the ground, started kicking it, smashing it, and like it was just ridiculous. And then later that night, we got stuck in Abilene, Texas for 9 hours. Our bus driver just decided to get off the bus and go home. And we were stuck there for 9 hours. This crying kid, crazy ladies, the crazy guy. The kid was like, this lady, like her kid was pulling her hair, was punching her, trying to like hit the other baby. And this kid was like, I don't know, like 4 or 5, and the baby was like a year maybe. and the other kid was over there like hitting the mom, pulling her mom's hair, like I said, and it was just crazy. And then this other guy, this older gentleman that was on the bus with us, he was sitting next to me. He got up, went up there. He was a physical therapist, and he knows like about children too. So he went up there, and he was trying to calm the girl down. And the lady, the mother, was the other crazy lady. She was like, man, or no, she asked her what her name was first, and he said Dawn or Ron, something like that. But he asked what the name was. Like she asked him what his name was, and he said it, and then she's like, you know what? Nah, I hate men. I'm done with men. I hate the USA. Done with the USA. And that other lady was like, then why are you here? And she's like, don't worry, I'll be leaving soon. And then the girl's like, do what? You'll be leaving soon? And she's like, I wasn't talking to you. And she was like, the other girl was like, yes, you were, because I'm the one that asked you the question. And it was just ridiculous. And then I was supposed to be home at 1:45 2 days ago. I got home last night around 10. And that's just because my mom drove all the way to Dallas, Texas to pick me up from the Greyhound. Because if she didn't pick me up, I wouldn't have left till 11:50 last night. I would have been getting home at 1:45 today. And like I would have headed to Little Rock, and I would have had to sit there for 5.5 hours waiting on my bus to take off. So my mom drove all the way to Dallas to pick me up, and it was fun driving back. It took us about 9 hours. It took us about 8 hours to get back. But yeah, I'm back in Arkansas. California didn't work out too well. I don't recommend like California unless you have like a bunch of money. You need to save up a bunch of money to head to California. I don't recommend Greyhound buses ever, because Greyhound buses suck. If you My first experience sucked, I'll be flying next time. But now that I'm back, maybe there'll be more videos be put up. I don't know just yet, but hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and see you later.